Most business owners only sell once, and that one decision can affect the next chapter of their life. You may have spent 10, 20, or 30 years building the business. You know the customers, you know the employees, you know the equipment, the systems, the problems, the good years and the hard years. But when it comes time to sell, the market looks at the business differently than the owner does. A buyer is not just buying your history. A buyer is buying future cash flow. They are looking at the financials, the risk, the employees, the customer base, the lease, the systems, the owner's role, and whether the business can keep performing after the owner leaves. A lender looks at it even more strictly. They want to know if the business has enough cash flow to support the loan, pay the buyer, handle working capital, and still leave room for unexpected issues. That is why a strong sale does not start with just picking a price. It starts with clarity. Clarity on what the business may realistically be worth. Clarity on what a buyer will care about. Clarity on whether SBA financing may support the deal. Clarity on what add-backs are defensible. Clarity on whether the asking price can be supported by the market. And clarity on what needs to be cleaned up before going public. One of the biggest mistakes I see business owners make is waiting until they are emotionally ready to sell before they start preparing. By then, the financials may not be clean enough. The owner may still be too involved. The buyer pool may be smaller than expected. The asking price may not match what lenders or buyers can support. And once a business sits too long on the market, it can start to lose momentum. That does not mean the business is bad. It usually means it was not positioned correctly before going to market. Selling a business is not just about finding a buyer. It is about finding the right buyer, protecting confidentiality, supporting the value, managing deal risk, and getting through due diligence, financing, landlord approval, licensing, transition, and closing. That is the difference between listing a business and preparing a business for market. At Venetos Business Brokers, my focus is helping business owners understand the real picture before they make a major decision. We review cash flow, add-backs, buyer demand, SBA lending support, comparable activity, industry factors, and the story behind the numbers. The goal is not to pressure an owner into selling. The goal is to help them understand where they stand. Sometimes the answer is, yes, the business is ready. Sometimes the answer is, wait 6 months and fix a few things first. And sometimes the answer is, the market may not support the number the owner had in mind. That may not always be what a seller wants to hear, but it is what protects them. Because most business owners do not need more pressure. They need a clear, confidential, market-supported view of what their business may be worth and what the sale process could realistically look like. If you are thinking about selling your business in the next 6 to 24 months, do not start with a listing. Start with clarity. Schedule a confidential business value review. Understand the numbers. Understand the market. And know what your business may be worth before going to market.